Well, hello and welcome to Go with Helen. And in this video, I'm just going to be giving a bit of an update on my time in Melbourne, where I arrived here on the 8th of January 2025. I've been here 10 weeks today, actually, as I shoot this video. I sold pretty much everything I owned in the UK and came out here to start a new life at the age of 61. So if this is your first time here, welcome. Please support me by subscribing to my channel and following or whatever, and liking the video, all the usual things. Every little helps, because one day I do hope to monetize it, but I haven't posted much recently, and somebody commented on that the other day, and I have actually been focusing more on my writing. So I came down to the beach this morning, been for a walk, and I've just been for a swim, and I thought actually while I'm here I'll make a little video with a little update. So yeah, I arrived on the 8th of January, not knowing what was going to happen, how life was going to pan out. I had no expectations, no plans beyond arriving here and staying with the person actually that I'm still staying with. Probably not for much longer, because yeah, I've been here 10 weeks and it's time to move on. But I'm going to New Zealand in a couple of weeks because it's time to do a visa run, because I can only stay for 3 months at a time, and then I'll be back, and then back to the UK in the summer. I wasn't sure about Melbourne when I came out, but circumstances have brought me here, and within a few days of arriving I knew this was where I was meant to be. I feel quite emotional as I say that, and if you look over my shoulder over there, you can see the city skyline, and every time I see that I just I get goosebumps. I feel, yeah, this is where I'm meant to be. I'm actually sitting on Brighton Beach at the moment. Yes, Brighton's everywhere, aren't there? And just over there you can see there's Brighton Baths and a pool, but I don't know why you'd pay and go to go and swim there, because it's just the sea. But anyway, people do swim here for free. But hey ho, I haven't actually been swimming as much since I've been out here, and that needs to change. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, when I arrived, within a few days I knew, yeah, this is where I'm meant to be. I didn't know what I was going to be doing, and actually I was sitting over there where I just showed you. There's like a terrace and a cafe, and I'd been here probably just over a week, and I'd come down here, to walk along the beach, and I went there to have a drink, and I think I'd taken my journal with me, and it just came to me that actually I need to write. I mean, I've always loved writing anyway. I have self-published a novel in the past, I've sort of blogged on and off, but I think, no, I need to do this more seriously. If I want to be a writer, I've got to be a writer. I have to start living it. So I have been focusing more on my blog. I'll put a link in the description below. I post every week, so if you subscribe you'll get an email with the link to the latest post. And again, I hope to be building up a community on there. I'm not sure what that's going to look like yet, but it's ways that I can earn a living, because I need to support myself. I'm not rich. People look at you and think, oh yeah, but actually I don't really have much to my name in terms of material wealth, but that to me is not important. Obviously we need money to live and get by, so obviously I need to earn a living, and so I'm this is my intention now, is doing it through my writing and possibly the YouTube channel, but mostly the writing. I'm actually doing a course in freelance writing, because with that, I can do that from anywhere, and I have plenty to write about. And I'm also working on a memoir, which obviously that's a longer term project, so the freelance writing is more immediate, so I can start earning money from that. Anyway, that's sort of a little bit of an update really, and also through my YouTube channel and through my writing, I want to inspire other women, because you can see some of my other videos where I've talked about stuff that's happened in the past. I lost everything, literally, in 2021, so coming up to 4 years ago. I had practically nothing left in my bank account, and it was a very difficult couple of years. And if you go and listen to the series of videos, there's a playlist there called Deconstructing ADHD, which where I talk about that journey, about my mental health, and realizing that ADHD is actually trauma, and a lot of women are being fobbed off with this diagnosis, and I want to raise awareness of that. You know, all they do is look at the symptoms, not at what's causing the symptoms, and then people, they get medicated, but that doesn't solve anything, it just suppresses it, and you stop taking the medication, the problems are still there. And it's the same with any drug, you know, prescription or not. It's like a drug could be alcohol, recreational drugs, food, exercise, whatever. We can use that to suppress what we're feeling, and there's no judgment there, because I do it too, we all do. And yeah, so where was I going with that? Yeah, I was talking about things that have happened in my life, and I came here with nothing to lose, really, because the only really possession I didn't sell, obviously apart from my clothes and a few books and things, jewellery and things like that, was my car, because I wasn't quite ready to let go of that, because I moved out of my apartment in November, so about 2 months before I came out here. Yeah, it was 5th of November I moved out, and I left the UK on the 6th of January. And so it was like, I felt like a snail, you know, in my house, travelling around in my house, because all my possessions were just in my car, and gradually you got rid of more. You could hardly, when I left, hardly fit in, but there was stuff that I was giving away to other people or selling or whatever. Yeah, and I just thought, well, if I go back to the UK, because I wasn't sure when I came out here if I'd want to stay. It was just like, come out here, see what happens, and that was the only thing that I had left. And I thought it's useful when I go back to have transport as well, because I suppose technically I'm homeless, but I'm not homeless, because I've got lots of friends, people where I can stay, I can do workaways. There are always options, you know. What's it they say, home is where the heart is, or wherever I lay my hat, that's my home. And there are times, you know, it's been hard, I'm not going to lie. I have felt the big emotions. Even this morning I was walking along the beach and I was crying, because and I think because also, although it's very warm here today, we are coming to the end of the summer here. You know, you can't see it here. I have to do another video down the street where I'm staying, because there's plane trees there, and because they're all starting to turn now, because we're moving to autumn here. This week it's the equinox, isn't it? So the days will become shorter than the nights. And so, because with the change of the season, it feels quite symbolic actually, with changes, the next stage in my life, moving on from where I'm staying now. What's that going to look like? I don't know, but I did write in my most recent blog post about keeping the faith, keeping that focus on my vision. I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know how it's going to work out. I just have to have faith that it will, because a year ago I'd never have believed it would be possible for me to come to Australia, even though I knew I wanted to, because my son had come out. But I just kept hold of that vision. The money came, I managed to sublet my flat and got somebody to pay the amount of rent that I needed to cover the rent and the bills for 3 months. So and it all worked out. So I know, and then obviously coming here and somewhere to stay, that was through a chance meeting, and it's all worked out so far. So I think that's the thing, you know, I have been worried, scared, and that's part of the process. That's just normal. But then I have that choice. Am I going to act on those feelings? Because that's coming like from my ego. It's trying to keep me safe. And, you know, it's good sometimes to keep me safe. But at the same time, it can hold me back. And yeah, I was scared when I came out here. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was like, what the have I done? You know, just coming to stay with this person spoken to them a lot, and just spent one evening with them, but I didn't know what was going to happen. But it's having that faith that it's going to work out, and really it's a daily practice, because you don't just do it once, like, oh, that's my vision, that's what I want to live in Australia, boom, done. It's like you have to keep that focus, like that laser focus almost, to stop the ego getting in the way, and starting to make decisions based on fear instead of what I would love. And when people said to me, how do you know the difference? Well, often you can feel it in your body, because I notice it. I feel it in my body. I feel contracted if I'm putting pressure on myself, because, oh God, I've got to get a job, I've got to do this, whatever, instead of having faith that actually I need to keep my focus on the vision, trust my intuition, which might not make sense. It didn't make any logical sense for me to come here, really. I'm thinking, why am I doing that? I didn't know anybody apart from the person I'm staying with, but now I've made lots of friends. Okay, that doesn't happen by accident. I have to be proactive, but I have faith that I'm meeting the people that are there to be part of my journey, whether that's just for now or whether that's, a lot longer term. So yeah, I mean, life is full of ups and downs. That's just part of the course, but it's how you deal with them, how you face them. And one thing, obviously, being out here a long way from home, the other side of the world, it gives you that sense of perspective on things. I can reflect on what's happening in my life, almost like put the pieces of the jigsaw together. And also, it's been very healing, doing a lot of healing work. I'm getting involved with volunteering at a women's shelter. At the weekend, I was at a rally called She Matters, which was organised by a journalist who's campaigning for reducing violence against women and better reporting of women's deaths, when they're killed, murdered, usually by partners or ex-partners. And that is part of, realising that, and having that distance has really helped me realise how much what I went through has affected me. And I think I'll talk about that in another video. And that's sort of my mission, really, to inspire other people, especially women. I'm 61 years old now. I'm not young. Technically, it's harder to get into Australia when you're older. But again, I'm keeping my focus on that vision, because it's not impossible. Okay, it's back to front. And that's another thing, ageism. It's like, why is a working holiday visa limit age 35? I was saying to somebody yesterday, I said it should be the other way around. It should be over 35, because we're older, we've got more experience and more wisdom to bring. We've got so much more to offer, and we're expected to work till we're 67 anyway, so surely the limit should be 64. It does not make any sense. Anyway, put that aside. My visa does allow me to work, to do business activities, so I've got my tax number and my Australian business registration number, so I can work in a self-employed capacity. So that's something, also to figure out when I'm working, where does the tax go? Does it go here? Does it go to the UK, or wherever I'm getting the work from, I guess? But I don't know. That's something to figure out another day. But anyway, that's a little update on where I'm at, and I'm enjoying the feeling of the sun on my back, but it's getting quite hot now, so I'm probably going to have to move out of it soon. I mean, touch wood. I don't know whether my hat's made of straw or whatever. But anyway, I haven't got sunburnt yet. And, that vitamin D, that melatonin that you get from the sun that elevates your mood. And being by the sea and by water. It's beautiful. Well, thanks for watching. I look out for further updates. I'm not sure how regular they'll be, but I'll see you again very soon. So please subscribe to my blog, and if you enjoy my videos, you can support me by buying me a cup of tea, and that helps me to live and support other people and inspire them. And I will see you again very soon, but in the meantime, take care, go well, and lots of love. Bye.